Okay, YouTube, I hope this video comes out. This is the camera that hit the ground and went for a little ride. It looks like it's a plastic body on this camera anyway. Just give you a little update on the S10. Or the Blazer. I know for anybody says that, don't go there. I just set that on there. Everything's hooked up. I've actually heard it run. Started up and shut it right back off. Made sure that the timing was in right and everything. Still got to hook all the hoses up. As you see, all the belts. All the little odds and ends. But it's mostly together. Everything's tight. But I will let you know that if you do redo one of these and you take that sensor out back here for the oil temperature or oil pressure sensor, take it out because it's easier. Make sure you put it back in. I'm glad it didn't fire up and run real good the first time because it would dumped all the oil out. Well, anyway, back in there, it came out all the oil. I was like, man. So I got that back, fixed it. I lost about half quart of oil, maybe half quart to a quart, about a half quart. Anyway, and then I put that back and plugged it in. I got 40 psi, 40 pounds of oil pressure, so that's good. I came in here. I got to clean this up here, as you can see. Let me see. Yeah, right here. I got to clean that up a little bit. I'm gonna use, which it's starting to rust a little bit there. This ain't too bad, but I already painted this. It's like a hard plastic, feels like. Look. But anyway, it's painted with that Rust-Oleum. I'll show you what it is again here in a minute. I got everything in down here where these two lines go into there. No leak there, but I believe the housing for the oil filter is leaking, which I don't care because I'm going to change the oil here. Anyway, there's a bee there. See it? But anyway, I might have to change them gaskets. That's easy. Everything's dry under here, and I mean no oil or anything. Now, it's still a little wet in there because I sprayed the poop out of it with that orange blast or awesome, or the awesome, whatever it's called. And then cleaned that up. Underneath there, underneath here, it's pretty clean. Got all that cleaned. Got the exhaust set back together mostly. I got to get two exhaust gaskets for there on that Cadillac converter. I put another piece of thing across that, which you've probably seen that before. Most of all the sensors, I didn't hook at, but most of all the sensors are hooked back up. There's still, as you can see, still some stuff that needs to be hooked. That goes down here. It's ground wire. Couple odds and ends. But I did hear the motor run. The computer is back out of it. I hooked the computer. I do have to fix this. Some people would probably say don't worry about it, but I don't want. It's got a little gasket there. This goes to the computer housing. Well, as you can see, that goes back on there. Got to glue that on. Fix that. This ain't the right battery, as you can tell. Totally different, but it was good enough to start it. I want to make sure the motor's good before I go and do all this work. You know what I mean? All right, we'll go back in here. And then, got a little bit of rust here. I'll clean that up and spray it again. I sprayed all that, sprayed all the way under here. All the way down through there. And I'm working on the one inner fender right now. As you can see, I still got all the tape where it says it goes and everything. And I'll go ahead and I'll rip all that off when I'm done. I'll clean it up, make it look decent. I'm working on this fender here. Well, inner fender. And the rust you can see how it's just surface rust right here. It's still solid. So I'm cleaning it up, and you see it right here. What you do is get most of it off, and all I'm using is this. This is a Harbor Freight tool. And what I did is took the big pad and put it on the little one. So when you push, you can get a little more. I don't know if you can see it, but it'll flex a little more. So I'm just using that and clean that up. Let me see if I can show you how decent this works. Let me take a real rough spot. Right here, it's really rough. Let's see it. Alright, just wanted to quickly show you. Let's bring in here. And you just seen me do that. Well, actually, you guys probably see it a little better out here. See if I can, well, and it looked like that a minute ago. And then what you do is you take, oh, got it right here. This is what I've been using. I get it at Walmart. It's like $5 a can, roughly 5 something. It's Rust-Oleum Rust Performer Instant converts rust paintable surfaces. I just spray it with this. I don't even paint it because I like the color of it. So this is what I sprayed the whole inside of my little siren with. Even the new part that I put in. Alright, I'll spray this and I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see right now, what it looks like. Wipe that off and I'll spray it a little bit and show it to you. Okay, I sprayed it. You can see it actually starting to dry. I'm going to put another coat on it. I'll show you what it looks like. But just whatever you do, just make sure you shake this stuff up real good. I don't know what's all in it, but it's not regular paint. It's a little thicker. And you can see I got some runs in there, but I ain't worried. It's to stop the rust, so that'd be alright. Now, over here I didn't get too many runs, but right there you can see it. I hit it a little heavy. Alright, I'll show you in a second. Okay, now this is with the 2 coats. The first coat was not really heavy. It got like I said about runs, but it wasn't really just out. Second coat I made it a little heavier. And you see it feels like in a way a plastic. Now up in here you can feel the difference, but right in here where it's just all that, but from this or from that to roughly something like this, what you see right there, and then you spray it with this. And now the only way you can really do this, I would say, I could be wrong, my opinion is, if the underside is pretty decent, with this one it's not really too bad, but the rust is going all the way through, you know what I mean. You don't want to try to capsulate the rust or whatever on this side if it can still rust through on the other side, because it's just going to rust out and it's just going to be this. But this will fix this for now. Later on, if it gets any worse or whatever, I can get another one. It's not super hard to put on. This one goes over this side. So, and I went ahead and cleaned them spots up. I can show you. It's a little bit right there. I just used my air tool, but you can see right in there where I cleaned it up. This has got one coat here, like right in here. One coat where the bad spots where I cleaned up, but 2 coats on the other stuff. Looks pretty good. I coated that because I see a little bareness. And it says straight out that you go right over it. Let's see. This is coated pretty good. It's a little heavier, which ain't gonna hurt it. And you can see how good that cleaned up. So, yeah. If I can get it, if I can get this together where it's decently running and there ain't nothing really wrong, I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna try to make it to Truck Nationals up there at Carlisle. I ain't gonna put this in it, cause it ain't even worth. I mean, there's a lot better looking cars and stuff than this, but it'd be fun to go up, take this up, if we can lower it. Cause they're gonna have they'll have big trucks, little trucks, and they'll have them on air rod. There'll be a little everything. So, yep, we're getting there, guys. Main thing is hooking up the inner fenders and a couple other odds and ends, and hooking the hoses on. But mainly I'm going to hook the hose on and hook the belt back on here soon to see what it sounds like. Because when I fired it up, the exhaust wasn't, it was one bolt there and one bolt over there, and it was open down there, so you couldn't hear if there's any noises. But it was, like I told you, holding 40 pounds of oil pressure, so that was good. But I didn't let it run wrong. Yeah, I let it run for 5 seconds, and it built that oil pressure up like nothing. So, if you don't remember some of these other videos, what I did is this engine actually came out of a 2004. It's a Chevy Blazer 4-door, but it was 4-wheel drive. I had to change the oil pan, so when I changed the oil pan, I went ahead and put a brand new oil pump on it and all that stuff, which you probably could have got away with popping the screen off and putting the 2-wheel drive screen on. I went ahead and replaced that. I went ahead and took the whole front of it off and put a brand new timing chain in it. It's got new motor mounts. I had to put my intake on it. This intake's off with 1998. As you can see, it's a little different here. I went ahead and sealed it off, but you can't see it that great. But it had a right here where this plug is, but mine I think was back air filler. Anyway, it had one of them on mine, and I changed it. I can show you. These are my original manifolds. Right here. So, I hope no lights come on. If they do, if it ain't nothing major, I really don't care. Because this is old enough that I can put story tags on it. Because I'm not going to be driving it every day. I'm just going to go to car shows. It's a play toy. It's going to be. That's it. It might get 1,000 mile, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 a year, something like that. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe. If I get back up, if I can get up to 1,000 subscribers, I can start putting modernizing my stuff. And then every little bit helps. Maybe I can get some more stuff for it, or this or that. Till later, tubers. Bye.